The finals, it's a fast and dynamic game where every second is important. Because of it, each player's action must be calculated. For maximum impact in the game, the player has a choice of 3 characters, light, medium and heavy. I played about 30 hours on medium character, and today I will tell you my thoughts about it, what builds I choose for the game, and what misconceptions I often encounter among newcomers to the finals. I will start with the main beginner's delusion, that medium it's only a support role. Often I hear that if you pick medium guy, you must support your teammates playing with healing beam and defibs only, but that's not true. You have a lot of variants how you can give impact. The finals it's a game where each game is unique and your gameplay will differ from game to game. Somewhere you have to play a supporting role, somewhere a tank, and somewhere the main shooter. Therefore, every time before you start the game, you must think through a plan that you will stick to. Your build will depend on what characters you already have in your team. Also, you must know will you play more safely, for example when you defend in cash out, or conversely you will attack your enemies and play more aggressively. I call these two different types as defensive and offensive. I have highlighted the 4 most used builds that I prefer when I play on this character. It's important to mention that my build it isn't a panacea and you have your own head and only you feel what build and playstyle is comfortable to play with. And if you get it, let's begin. And I will start from the basic medium build, support. In that role you always have to play together with your team, heal them or even die for them. We'll start from the offensive type. For this tactic on active skill you should pick healing beam. It will help you in any situation, no matter you attack enemies or defend your cash out. The next one it's a gun. On my opinion you have 3 weapons to use. It is a AKM, FK and revolver. These 3 guns are really universal and you can use them all the time. Next 2 items that I recommend are zipline and jump pad. For helping your team you must be in the right time at the right place. Now on your screen you can see how fast you can be with these things. Playing with zipline I feel more comfortable because with it you will able to change your location more faster. But those things are more individual, so try both of them. For the next possible item I recommend to choose sonar, pyro or frag grenade. When you play aggressively, pyro and frag grenade give you possibility to damage or finish off your opponent. While sonar grenade shows all enemies in some radius and it will help to outplay the opponent in buildings and get a kill. All of these 3 variants are good to choose. And for the last item you must choose defibs. Defibs it is a so impactful thing in any case. You will have a lot of situations when something goes wrong and your teammate died. With that thing you will able to return your teammate in the game and turn the round. If you wanna play more defensively, as a gun you can set a model 1887. I emphasize for myself that all good players are not using that much, but if you play on close range map or you are defending the cash out in any small room, that can work. I also recommend you to change sonar, frag or pyro grenade to gas or explosive mine. When you defend in some area, those mine will give a bit of advantage. For example, enemy wants to steal cash out, you simply throw gas mine on it and it will delay the attempt to do that. So if sum up in a few words, it will help you to defend your part of the map more easily. The next build is shooter. In this case, I always pick reconsensus skill. There is no alternatives more. For now that skill is broken and you should use it. This active skill shows you the enemies from almost whole map, what means that it helps you to stay ahead of the curve. You can use that information all you want. You can say info for your teammates, or you can choose a more effective position to get the kill and so on. 2 next cells I copied from the previous build with excluded shotgun. As I said before, the AKM, FK and revolver are universals, and so far as you have to kill enemies, you must be fast and be in the most comfortable position for that. For the next 2 items I am offering you a few options: frag, flashbang, pyro and sonar grenades. The main point of playing shooter build is give a damage and get kills. It means that you almost always will attack enemies. These 4 grenades will help you do as much damage as possible. For this tactic, it's undesirable to play with defensive playstyle, but in case you don't have much experience in that game or you wanna play sneaky, I can suggest to change 1 grenade to gas or explosive mine, and for last item set pyro or sonar grenade. The next one build I called as universal. In case when you don't want to stick to only one game plan, be more multifaceted player and you don't have a party and always play with randoms and you don't really understand what your team will do, you can choose this build. For the active skill, I will recommend to choose between Recon Senses and Healing Beam. Both of them are good and they will give you an opportunity to help your team anyway. On my opinion, in this situation you can choose only between AKM or Car. They have big enough magazines and they have more familiar shooting patterns. I highly rate fast movement items in games, and it's pleasure that the medium character has 2 items to choose from. I don't recommend you to ignore them, so set zipline or jump pad in every your build. Those things are really helpful. For the next item to choose, I would take a gas or explosive mine. It will help you if somebody is chasing you or you defended a spot. And of course, for the last item I will choose the Fips. This build can be used in any situation, no matter how unpredictable the game will be, all these items will help you to win it. And the last build for the day is gonna tank build. I cannot say that this is a good idea to play every game using this strat, but maybe you get bored to play with the casual medium playstyle and you want to try something new. Or even more, imagine the situation when you have 2 light characters or 2 medium guys, when one is playing with Healing Beam and the second one with Recon Senses. In that case, your team lacks a character who will take all the damage and who can hold a position for a long time. The active skill will be Guardian Turret. With this thing you will be able to take any place whatever you want. For example, you want to defend Cash Out. Not a problem, you just set your turret in any place and it will damage enemies, or at least will distract them for a while. The next thing you should set, it's a Riot Shield. This thing will give the opportunity to live much longer and absorb all the damage that opponents are trying to inflict on you. One turret is good, but for defending your Cash Out I recommend to pick one more turret, which is called as an Epps turret. It shuts down and destroys enemy projectiles. The next item should be Frag or Gas Grenade to kick opponents out from spot what you want to take. And for the last item I recommend to choose something for faster mobility or Sonar Grenade. That will help you to check if someone is sitting in a specific area. The 4th cell you must fill with a gas or explosive mine. In case when you already started the cash out process, you should change 2 last items that are more appropriate for defending spots. If I was you, I would change mobility item or Sonar Grenade to gas or explosive mine and throw away Frag or Gas Grenade and set a Pyro instead. This tactic you will use very rarely, but just in case, the knowledge about this build won't be superfluous. So guys, the finals, it's a complex game where winning a team, not one person. Considering this, you must predict what your team and you will do and what playstyle you should choose. I'm wondering that this guide will help you to reach more wins and you learn something new. If you like this video, don't forget to drop the like. Also, you can subscribe to my channel. And that's all for today. Thanks all for watching. We'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.